Whether or not God exists is not the right question. What does it mean to exist? How can you ask me to prove whether or not God exists if you cannot prove that you exist? Your existence is self-evident. If you simply believe that you exist, well, depending on what it means to exist. If you believe you exist, then you exist. Isn't that what I think therefore I am is supposed to mean? I don't know. I wasn't a philosophy major. To answer the question of whether or not you exist, you must have an idea of what existence means. To have an idea of non-existence, how would you describe non-existence? To say there is or is not a God, you must have an idea of what God is or is not. Your awareness of your own existence, is that the result of your soul being in the cockpit of some biological machine? Or is that the natural result of a layers and layers of language processing over a reptilian survival machine? Only you can prove to yourself whether or not you exist. The three-dimensional space that you find yourself in is the result of your imagination creating all of this based on a portion of your sensory input. Your sensory input gives you a piece of what's around you. You filter through it and you become aware of just a piece of that. Your awareness of the phenomena, only portions of it come into existence. Your awareness that these things exist is what, your awareness of phenomena is what brings it into existence. Babies, they come with this thing called object permanence. You have this thing, they're looking at the thing, it exists. They're not looking at the thing, it doesn't exist anymore. And you objectively can be like, it thinks it doesn't exist, but it still does, it's behind it. You know that, but subjective reality, from the perspective of the soul in the cockpit, we will never agree on what God is or is not. But I know that I can create. Therefore, I could have been created.